Well, this model comes with a white roof. Not very common, I wouldn't have thought, but I'm not an expert on when and where models depict what. So what I hope to be able to demonstrate here is how you can change the appearance of a white roof so that it looks as if it's been in service for a while. The pigment I'm going to use for this is MIG Productions Black Smoke, now produced by Abteilung 502 but using the same name. And the way I'm going to do it is to continue the idea of only putting a small amount of pigment on the brush and starting from one end, gently apply it to the roof. Normally if I was doing the roof of a van I would get the airbrush out, but that's not the object of this exercise. It's going to take a while to do. It's a large area, but I think you can probably see now how things are progressing. Once again, the roof has not been tackled as it came out of the box. It's had a couple of coats of Tester's dull coat, and the reason I say a couple of coats is I made a mess of the first one, so I had to add a second coat. Alright, I'm not going to bore you to tears by making you sit through me doing the whole roof. What I'll do is distribute this a little more evenly. Now, although this might have looked particularly dark when it was first applied, you can see that as the process goes on, the colour changes in a fairly subtle way. So, there we are. How to make a roof look used by using matte varnish, in my case Tester's dull coat, and a suitably coloured pigment. You heard my airbrush compressor kick in just now, and that's because I want to use it in a moment to remove the excess pigment from this roof. It's tempting to blow it, but it doesn't apply to everybody. That can produce unwanted moisture and if that lands on the surface you're working on, it does make a bit of a mess. Having said, I wasn't going to make you sit through me doing the whole roof. I've done just that. There we are. That's given it a good coating. Let's now remove the excess. That is done quite simply by blowing it with an airbrush. I've got no paint cup on here, just an airflow. I'm not for 1 minute suggesting that that's where it would finish. There is still just a little bit too much texture on there, but I think you'll probably see the principle behind it. I haven't used large quantities. It's been fairly restrained, and yet the appearance of the roof has changed quite significantly. A dirty roof.